Now that you've been reintroduced to them, let's just start planning, shall we? First up, I'm gonna take out my weeks. This is my health and wellness planner. I do just have a freebie sticker that I got from Valea and Tuma on Etsy. She's barbecuing, but the vibe works for me because this year I want to get more into a carnivore-ish diet. Not 100% carnivore, just elements of carnivore with a bit of vegetables. It has helped me lose weight when I first tried it really quickly, and it helped me stay full. It's also a diet that my body type prefers according to research and scientific and medical studies. So I'm quite happy with that aspect of it. And let's quickly go across to the week in question. Maybe a quick flip of what I've done so far because I don't think I've ever shown this. Some days are fuller than others. It's alright, every day will not be perfect. This is one of my favorite weeks just because of how busy it looks. I like a busy planner spread at the end of a week. So I already have a bit of goals laid out here, but not full-fledged planning, and that's where we're gonna start things off. I may have mentioned in my last video that I know a lot of people like to put down day stickers on the side. Not really my vibe, not my thing. What I do is just put down one or two statement or maybe you can call it standout stickers, and let the highlighters, the colored inks, and the bold headlines, let them tell a story on the page. Let my writing tell a story, basically. This should not be here. This is something totally different. So here I'm just using my Valea and Tuma recipe stickers. I don't see myself cooking this week, but you never know. What I'm thinking is I get paid on Tuesday. I might just buy 1, 2, 3 salads for lunch and just keep them in the fridge. I really do see myself doing that just because of the very busy and exhausting work days that I have. It might just make sense to buy 3 lunches, 3 dinners, or maybe 3 lunches, 1 dinner, 2 dinners, and the most I can try to make happen is cooking a quick dinner at the end of the day. But we'll see how it goes. I'm still gonna put this down here because I do have to make a grocery list now that the month is coming to an end. So it fits here, and I've kind of already started with my grocery list so far. Just gonna bring in my sticker sheets and see which ones work best. I'm thinking of a blue color scheme on this spread, or maybe I should just stick with the creams, beiges, and browns that I have been working with throughout February. I think I'll do that. And then in March, in the full week of March, which is next week, then we'll switch over to an entirely different color scheme. There's nothing here that I can use. I'm putting a quick budget related or finance related sticker down to remind myself to be careful where I'm purchasing produce from and to get the best price when I purchase my produce to cook. So I'll put that down here. And to be quite honest, I think that is the gist. That might be the gist of my stickering. We'll see. I feel like there's a bit of blue on both grills. Well, it's the same grill actually, but on both stickers. So what I'm gonna do is look for some creams to balance things out. And there's nothing so far. Okay. Oh, I'll use a Valleja and Tuma. This doll is Nia. Nia looks closest to me, I think, which is why I always buy the Nia sheets, the Nia sticker sheets. Here she's just in some really cute loungewear and she's sipping a coffee, which is so me. As I plan, I'm typically drinking a coffee, and actually here's mine. Here's mine for this morning. My coffee for the morning. So sorry I was out of frame, but we're back. And I also have some really nice, I do have a grab bag from Sticky Scribbles, and it says morning walk and workout. I need these for this week because I need something to stand out on the page to remind me of my workout days, which I think are going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm not going to be home on the weekend, so I'm basically going to be relaxing a lot where I am. 100% relaxation. And so I am going to just allow these to stand out and remind me of what my workout needs to be. Please excuse my pen. It's hitting against the surface that we're on. This set of stickies or Sticky Scribbles stickers also has hydrate, doctor's appointment. So pretty much it's a wellness and health grab bag, very appropriate. I haven't weighed myself since maybe last week, and I don't like obsessing too much over my weight or obsessing over being on the scale, should I say. So I'm gonna give myself every 2 weeks to weigh in, but we'll put that on my monthly spread. So for now, we have workout. I'm gonna give myself a break on Monday and Tuesday. I might work out something light on Monday morning, stretching, that type of thing, but not the intense workout that I am typically doing when I plan a workout week. This will be my intense 3 days. Upper, cardio, lower, cardio, upper, something like that. I usually space out my upper body days and my lower body days to give myself something light to do in between that's not too taxing on my muscles. And now, I was gonna say, and now my pen is being a little rebel, but so on Monday I am fasting, on Tuesday I'm fasting as well. What I try to do is a 72-hour fast at least once a month to really give my body a break from the hard work of digestion. That is a lot of work on the body, and I'm really doing it also to allow my body to heal certain things that I'm feeling going on. It's not pain per se, but some discomforts that I know may not be a good sign. So I want my body to address those things on its own naturally. And this has worked for me before. This is not something somebody told me to do and I'm just jumping into it. I've done it before and it works for me, which is why I've stuck with it throughout the years. Fasting does my body good. It helps me to reset. I actually feel lighter when I am not eating over a deliberate period of time, and I do drop a little bit of water weight or like puffy weight you know, puffy face weight. So I'm doing that for the next couple days. Don't you just hate when your pens are skipping on a particular planner page and then it makes it look kind of ugly? It is what it is. If it's one thing my planners are not, it's perfect, and I am okay with that. I live with that, and that's why you don't see a lot of my planner on my YouTube channel, because it's very personal to me. Every day is not aesthetic. Every week is not an aesthetic looking spread. And I have no intention of trying to make it that, because then I'll be living my life for an online audience. And that is already draining on top of what is draining in my life right now. So I think on Wednesday I will do a lower body at the gym. On Thursday I will do some cardio, go easy, because I think I may have damaged or pinched a nerve overdoing cardio on the machines last week, which is why I'm taking a break up here. I'm dealing with a slight pinch nerve around my knee on my weaker leg, and I think it's because I went a little too ham on one of the machines at the gym. So when I'm seeing progress on my body, I tend to go into overdrive, and then I injure myself. And then on Thursday we'll do upper. On Friday, and that's my 3-day workout. On Saturday and Sunday I am going to be away from home for the long weekend, and I don't see myself working out. I will try my best. I'll walk with my workout mat and maybe some resistance bands, but that's about it. I really don't, there's no guarantee that I'll work out. Maybe I'll go on a walk or something, who knows. There is room for that where I will be. I put these little water trackers on the side, and they may look a bit crazy, but let's walk through the vision together. So my water tracker looks like this because each weekday I want to drink at minimum 3 32-ounce Owala bottles of water every day while I'm at work during the day. So the goal is to use this as a tracker for each 32-ounce bottle, and when I'm finished with one, I'll just make like little blue dots, and then the second one, little blue dots. So I really look forward to it looking a bit like this. Let's really quickly run into how I envision it looking. I had this idea a couple days ago, and I was like, yes, this is so me. So I finished one, and I'll just mark it off. And because blue gives off, you know, that water vibe, I'm just gonna do different shades of blue when I complete. So I'll be taking 3 blue markers with me to work in my pen case that I travel everywhere with, or I take in my bag everywhere with me. So that is gonna be my daily water tracker. So at the end of each day, this is the goal for what I want these to look like. And that way I can keep track, obviously, of how much water I drink, getting just enough. One of my coworkers, she has a 40-ounce Owala in the tumbler one with the straw, and she says she drinks 1 or maybe 2 of those a day, and that's 40 ounces. So if she gets 1, she said that's great for her and that's enough for her. But for me, I want to get at least 64 ounces of water a day. And then at home, I might do 1 more, but I'll do a mason jar, not an Owala. And over here, we have a tracker just for my goal of no sugar, no carbs, and movement to track each day or each time I move my body. Because I'm not working out every single day this week, I'm not pressuring myself to move every single day, but I do want to earmark when I do move. So I'm just gonna track this or portion it off on its own, and maybe do a super quick. I don't want to highlight this because this is not a highlighter by any stretch, so I'll just do like 3 dots. This week I'm not even sure what I'm going to be eating, to be quite honest. So typically this will also include a section for my meals, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be eating. This day I'm not eating at all. I'm just drinking tea, water, pickle juice for my fast. And then again on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe I'll just say lunch, salad. Because I typically don't have breakfast. If I have breakfast, I get very sleepy, and that is just a recipe for disaster because I do have work. So I'm not a meals for breakfast person. I'm a cup of coffee, cup of tea person. So dinner, who knows what that'll be, but lunch will definitely most likely be a salad that I buy. Not make. I prefer buying a salad, maybe warming it up in one of my glass containers at work, and warming it up a little bit because I'm not a cold salad person, and having that for lunch. A nice big filling salad. That way I don't feel to snack after I have my lunch. And on Saturday and Sunday, we'll figure out what to eat. Like, I'll figure that out some way, somehow. And I'll try to keep it as healthy as possible because where I'm going, it's complete relaxation and there's no guarantee that I will eat the healthiest, but it will be a goal of mine. My goal is always to eat vegetables every single day. I know it sounds... When I say it, it sounds kind of childlike, like, you tell your kids, eat your veggies. But on a work day, when I'm very tired and very busy, I can easily forget that I have a goal of keeping my fiber in check and my greens in check, and I can easily buy a sandwich or easily buy, believe it or not, a burger, or easily buy KFC. That has happened on very exhausting days. I'm just putting down this no food, or she's locking off the fridge sticker for the 2 days that I'm fasting. Very appropriate. And because I'm not eating here, there's really no use for this area, which is where my food usually goes. But as I said, my water trackers are going on this side. I feel like this page could still do with something. I'm just not sure what. Let me see, do I have any motivational, inspirational stickers? These are just writing tools, writing icons from Sticky Scribbles. Nothing in particular. I'm just gonna use one of the hydrate scripts to remind myself to stay hydrated, even though the tracker is like right there. It's a sort of key that I made to remind myself. And I'll put one over here as well that just says hydrate. And then maybe in this middle section, because I'm focusing on being careful where I buy my groceries and how much I spend on groceries, I think in the middle, I'm just going to remind myself to... I'm just going to say buying food. So the focus is on being very meticulous with where I spend, and so I'm using the places that I can get produce and groceries at the best price, which is my staff shop at work, or at the market, or what you would call a farmer's market in the US or in the UK. We just call it the market. That's the best place for me to buy produce. I will have to withdraw money, withdraw cash, and or another goal is to keep produce local. That way I spend the least amount of money. So locally source produce, nothing imported, things like okra, sweet peppers, tomatoes, local and seasonal produce will help me to buy good food while watching my pocket. So that's great for me. I'm just gonna put a line in between here, just to corner off the area. Since we're doing little bits of blue, I'm gonna put some blue washi around the top and maybe the sides and see how that looks. Where's my... We have some blue here, some blue here. I know we did say I was gonna stick with the beiges. Maybe this, or maybe that. Maybe this is enough blue, and then when I start to track my water intake, there'll be a lot more blue on the page as well. Maybe these three would be cute. I think I like that look. Oh. I'm just gonna layer, not layer, but sort of like a first, second, third type of design, starting off with the beigey color and then some blue at the top. This is strictly, and it's kind of not looking very straight. Oops, yeah, it's not 100% straight. Oh my. I think it's the angle that I'm filming from. That's a bit of a challenge. Let's aim for a much better setup for the next couple videos. Because I'm in my room right now where I'm typically at the coffee table filming, and I'm not at the coffee table right now because I wanna avoid, for your sake, as I wanna avoid as much noise as possible. If my neighbor's dogs get wind of anybody passing, they bark a lot, so that's their vibe, and it doesn't completely work with me filming. So, which is why a lot of my plan with me is in the future, you will notice that it's voiceovers, because until I get an environment where I can film and chat with you guys both in real time, I want to, as much as possible, minimize the noise, and that might mean doing a voiceover late at night and filming during the day. I feel like one thing is missing from here, and that is a really nice quote. Let's see if there are any cute quotes here that I can pull. That's in a very similar color scheme. Nothing gimmicky. This is too bold. Attitude is everything. Look on the bright side. Trust the timing of your life. Peachy keen. Be a good human. Stay lit. Nothing that's aligning with planning wellness and health. Choose joy. So fresh. Brunch. What about the brunchy one? Maybe. I don't know. So fresh, maybe. What I need is maybe some produce stickers. How are we feeling? Maybe. Maybe we can do a brunch on Saturday. I don't know. I'm just trying to add some fun worded elements to the page. But if that's what we can work with, good and fresh. This is one. Okay, that works. That works for me. Let me see what else. No bad days. That would have been nice if it weren't so big. But it is quite big. Kindness is cool. Explore. Happy camper. I need space. You know what? This particular sticker book and this sheet is going to come in handy in my everyday carry. So let's move over to there. This is the gist of my health and fitness log for the week. We've already planned 3 days of gym workouts, a few things at home, plus fasting for the first 2 days of the week, which begins tomorrow. Over here, quick notes that I need a bit of a fast in my life. And then when I'm going to do a grocery run, which will be either Wednesday or Thursday. And then had enough sugar last week, none this week. I need to highlight this. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. And I think this is one of those highlighters that makes my fountain pen ink run or bleed a bit. But it's nothing too terrible. You can still see the words. So that is it for thus far, at least, for a weekly setup. Lunch, salad, lunch, salad, lunch, salad. So this solidifies for me that on Tuesday, I have to go and buy 3 salads for the rest of the week to guarantee that I have lunch and not feel the need to buy fast food while I'm at work, which is very tempting because that's what most people at work do.